Alright, welcome to part 2 of our Les Paul build. Just one thing to go over before we get into this step. In part 1, I forgot to do the holes for our volume control knobs. So it's just the inner dotted line there, so it should be 4 holes there. So if you got mixed up there, you can just do Command C, get the grid back, and then do that. So I'm going to go ahead and move these back again so we don't forget about them. So now I'm going to go back to our outline layer and I'm going to turn our pockets off. So I'm going to be working in top view for this one. So I have to import another picture here using picture frame. Find my Les Paul file there. Alright, so as you can see here, our picture, it's just a bunch of circles. We're going to use that to create our arch top. So first thing I'm going to do is rotate this. And I'm going to have to resize it too. So I'm just going to drop it so that one of my lines match up. So right here our lines are pretty close. And I'm using the 2D scale tool. I'm going to select that picture and 2 points on the picture. I'm just going to go ahead and move that back. So as you can see, it's not quite perfect. It's a little bit different drawing than what we had, but it'll work for what we need, and that is very close. Alright, so now I'm going to start a new layer, and I'm going to call this layer arch top, just to keep everything nice and organized. And I'm going to work out of this layer right now. So the color is purple, so all my lines should show up purple. And I'm going to go around and I'm going to trace, not all of these because some of them are fairly close together. We shouldn't need to be that precise. So this might take a while, unfortunately. So basically I just do the same technique I was using to trace out the outline of the guitar. And I'm just going to go ahead and trace out all of these curves here. Just a reminder too that these lines, they don't have to be perfect and accurate like our outline of the guitar, because we'll just be using these curves to create our arch top, so it's not vital that you fall exactly on the line there, but as close as you can get within reason. Alright, so now you can see they're starting to get a bit tighter together, so I'm going to do every second one now, just so we can keep a consistent spacing there. So here, instead of following the line and connecting it to the front, I'm just going to go down, make sure my near OSnap tool is on. I'm just going to go down and connect it there. I actually should have started this line on the other side. So I'm going to go select this curve, turn my points on, turn my point OSnap on. I'm going to finish the curve going this way. And I'm going to use the near tool. I'm going to set it on that line again. Turn my points off, and before I forget, I'm going to select both of these curves. I'm going to join them using this tool, the join tool there. So now when I select it, as you can see, it's just one continuous curve. So I got 2 more curves to go, so I'm going to start over here this time on the end. Alright, so I'm going to do our last line here. So I'm not going to quite follow the line there as it gets a little too close to our outline curve. Alright, so we're done our outline there. Zoom out. So as you can see, we have all of our different levels traced out and they're on a separate layer. So in the next video, we'll go over how to turn this two-dimensional surface, as you can see there, 2D. We're going to turn this into a 3D archtop surface.